Looks good to me. How long do you leave it in there?
This was in like 18.
So when it's cold outside, we leave the oven door open so that we can feel the heat. But we turned the oven off. Look at that dirty mat. We need to clean that.
Would be on the bottom.
I know. I've shown that before, and all that stuff comes off completely. And Kevin has
There was a big puddle right there. You see that?
I know. I see it. We are having the holy pepperoni screaming to see him because we have more of these right now in the freezer than we do Bessie's Revenge. So tonight we're having this, and it is Friday night, and that is the Screaming Sicilian pizza cutter. You like that pizza cutter?
I do, because it's big, and then you can kind of put your hands on there and push it.
Yeah, that is nice, and that's bigger than you see most of the time at the store, I think.
Well, give me 1 second, I'll show you.
So we are going to watch Big Brother UK. Oh yeah.
That's the one we've had forever.
That's a huge difference. Wow, that's ridiculous.
I didn't realize it either until the other day. I picked it up and was like, wow, that's a lot bigger.
You see the grease falling off on there? Yeah, so we're gonna watch Big Brother UK and eat pizza. So this is how it looks out front right now. It is Friday night, and I think it's like about 10:30 or so. But it has been snowing, and it's actually snowing right now. I know you can't tell right now, but you can see how it's blown up on the porch, on the chairs and everything. So I'm glad I bring my cushions in after Halloween. But we're supposed to get like 4 or 5 inches, I thought Kevin said. So we'll just have to check it again in the morning and see how it looks. So it is Saturday morning, and this is how it looks out front. Ashley is actually in her car. That's why you see her lights on. And she is letting it warm up. But the road, you can see the road looks just fine. So she has to go to work today. And so I think she'll be okay. Because the road looks fine. And she said she's going to travel main roads the whole way. So that's how it looks now with all the snow. So this is how it looks out back right now. And there's the back door. And Kevin's getting ready to let Guido out. Now he'll pee. He'll go over to this chair. And he'll pee in the same spot. Now, he didn't go out when Kevin opened the door. Maybe he's not standing there waiting at the door. He's been wanting out of the bedroom. Okay, here he goes. Oh no, he must not be at the door. Oh, look, Kevin's gonna shovel a space for him so that he can feel free to go off the porch, because what will happen is Guido cannot see where the steps are, I guess, or he doesn't want to go off the porch. So anytime it snows, he'll poop right on top of the snow on the porch, because it's like it's the grass to him. And so, or that's an excuse. So Kevin is shoveling this off, I guess, so that maybe in hopes he'll go off the porch. We'll see. I don't know. I have my doubts. Well, today is Sunday, and we stayed in the house all day yesterday and all day today. It was really cool because I showed you the snow outside. Our security camera caught it. Our neighbor actually shoveled our walk for us. How nice is that? We've never, ever, ever in our married life had anyone to shovel the walk for us. So we thought that was pretty cool. Very, very nice of them. So I'll have to make sure I thank them next time we see them out. Of course, you don't really see anybody out right now because it is cold. So everybody stays inside. But so we stayed inside last night, and then we watched a movie. Kevin and I watched the movie called American Made. It has Tom Cruise, and I really liked it. Did you like it, Kevin?
That's good. It was worth watching more.
Yeah, it's about, here's Kevin. It is about Tom Cruise as an airline pilot, and when the movie starts out, he is flying for
TWA?
TWA Airlines. And then Ashley's phone's ringing, so that's okay. We're just gonna let her go on and answer it. He's flying for TWA, and then he gets an offer from the CIA. And then later on, he gets an offer from these guys that want him to smuggle cocaine in and out of the country. It is a very good movie. It really is. It's not for everybody. There are adult situations in there. You know, there's no blood or anything like that, but there are some adult situations. But I thought it was a really good movie. So if you get the opportunity, I would definitely see that movie. What we're doing now is someone, I have no idea, someone sent us this game. As of when we're playing this, I do not know who sent it, because the unboxing video will not go out until tomorrow. So the unboxing video will go out where I say, hey, we have no idea who sent this, or Ashley, the nightgown for Ashley, which she loves, by the way, because it's longer, so, you know, she really loves that. But we have no idea who sent this. So it's Milborn's, and it's the classic racing game. So we've never played it before, so that's what we're doing. We're in the dining room right now because it's somewhat warmer in here. We can close the doors and the heat runs, and so that's nice. So that's what we're gonna do, is play this game. I won the game. I got to 1,000. It took us a little while to
kind of get the hang of what
to what we were doing. But once you got the hang of it, it's a really fun game. And
yeah, and it's not hard. It seemed very, very, very confusing.
It seemed like it was going to be very complicated, but it's really not. It's just we had never played it before, so that was actually really fun, and Ashley played it too, and I could tell Ashley enjoyed it. We were all pretty close to 1,000, but I just happened to get it first.
Yeah, I had 800.
We have a box to open for you. Kevin got this right off the top of the box. We have not looked inside. This is one that you can color yourself. It says, hi Tammy, while I was out grocery shopping, I saw all of these new Kit Kat bars that I've never heard of. I looked through your channel, and as far as I can tell, you haven't reviewed them yet. So far, I've tried the Canadian's version of the green tea flavored Kit Kat, and to me, it doesn't have that bitter taste like the Japanese ones. Oh, I hope you enjoy these. Love, Elaine. P.S. Anytime I see a new food product or something limited edition, I always think of you. Thank you very much. This is from Elaine in Canada, and this is the card. And like I said, you could color that in yourself
if you wanted to.
And so this is green tea, and we tried
we bought it from Disney.
Yeah, at Epcot at Disney. So we will try this one and see if it's if the flavor's different. And this is the chunky New York cheesecake. That will be fun. This, oh my goodness, caramel burst and sea salt explosion.
They're like turned sideways.
This is neat. I've never seen packages like this. Have you?
No.
Oh, this is totally cool. Espresso, biscuit, and ganache. Okay. Mint cream and cookie smash.
And tiramisu.
And it's funny. Morgan and Chris from Canada, they sent us some Kit Kats, and that we haven't tried them yet.
And they're different.
Yes. They're different. So, what I may do,
or at least I think they're different.
What I may do is try these three and these, and then put this with the ones from Morgan and Chris, and they're still all from Canada. And you know, I'll make sure to give you all credit, your individual credit for sending it, absolutely. But I really appreciate this. This is absolutely cool. I've never seen them in packages like that. I love this. So thank you very, very much. Well, it is Tuesday, and these little boys are sitting at the window because they're watching the snow. It is snowing outside, and they are wondering what is this fun stuff coming down. They love to sit here and watch it. Kevin's doing dishes. Kevin did not have to go to work today because school was called off. And so I'll show you out the back window. Guido, of course, is oblivious. He doesn't like going out in the snow, but you can really see it here. And I'll go upstairs in just a minute and I'll show you what it looks like out front from the front window. Look, now he's like, you're looking out the window. I want to look out this window too. I know. So this is what it looks like from upstairs. And you can see why they would have called off school. And it is still snowing. There goes a car. But not a lot of traffic, and this is a main road. So, like, if this road looks like this, then you can imagine what it looks like in the communities where the snowplow doesn't get to. And it looks like the Herbie people did not come today. I guess they were closed as well as school. So, I figured I would update you. This window is filthy, I'm sorry, but it's not like we ever get up to the second floor outside to clean it. So, it is what it is. But I thought I would show you, this is the road now. It has continued to snow. It's loud, isn't it? Oh, okay, because goes the scrapers. So see, I guess they're scraping the road. Oh, they picked up the garbage too. I see that because that was full earlier, so they did come by and get that. Kevin didn't even take ours down. He probably didn't even think about it. But you can see no one has been out to shovel their driveway or sidewalks. Most people are staying warm inside. So that is that for right now. So the roads look better, but our electricity is out. So, there is a guy right out here, and I don't know, I guess he's trying to figure out what's wrong, but not only is our electric out, but our neighbor's electric is also out because we happened to be sitting in the dining room, and right outside the window, we can hear their air conditioning, heating machine outside, and I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, we can hear it, and so when ours went off, theirs went off too. So I don't know if anybody else's is out on the street, but I know that it's cold. It's getting very, very cold in here. It's like 10 degrees outside right now, so the house is very, very quickly getting cold. But like I said, the streets are better, but we still need to go outside and shovel snow. I don't see him anymore. Maybe he's beside the house. Okay, so now we have a whole crew out front. Yeah, they're getting ready. They've got the stop sign out so that they can stop traffic if they need to. So that means that they're getting ready to do some major work. I wonder how many houses around us have the electric is off. Maybe you can see better up here. The window's dirty, I know, but yeah, he's gonna go out there and stop traffic. Good grief. I wonder what happened. Yeah, so this is what they're doing. They're gonna work on that pole, I guess. They're having to replace something. They've got guys working down here. This is right out front of our house, as you can see. So it is very, very cold in here. We played, oh, they're gonna replace that, I forget what Kevin called that. See this thing down here? They're gonna replace that. It must have blown. That's a lot bigger than you would think it was. When it's up on the pole, it doesn't look that big, but you can see that it's half his size. So they'll replace that. But anyway, we were playing Block Us and then Ashley won 2 games of blockers, and then we started playing rummy, and I won rummy, believe it or not. I was shocked that, sorry if this is too close, I was shocked that I won rummy, but I did, especially against, because Kevin and Ashley are really good players. So anyway, it's really, really, really cold in here. The cat's going nuts. Because he's like, I want to look out the window. He wants me to put the chair up. Put the chair up to the window so that I can see out. So hopefully this will get cleared up soon. And they'll replace that so that we can have some heat. Because it's going to take forever to heat this house back up. This is the view from downstairs at the front door. It's probably clear out this window because that window upstairs is so dirty. But that's a transformer. I couldn't think of what it was called. And Kevin said, that's called a transformer. So that's what they're having to replace. I changed my battery. They put the new transformer up. So now we just have to wait for them to plug it in, I guess.
I've been trying to be discreet.
Kevin's been trying to be discreet. He doesn't know that I've been up in the window upstairs, right in the line of sight, filming them. But he thinks that they're getting ready to put power back on.
We won't have power just yet.
We
Make sure
won't?
all the connections are going good to the transformer first.
It's been like an hour and a half that we've been without heat, and it's already this cold.
He's got to hook it right back up to, see that little loop up there?
Mm-hmm.
Pizza's coming.
Did you order a pizza?
Yes, I did. Papa John's is doing delivery. The website lied.
Ashley ordered a pizza from Papa John's.
Ashley hasn't eaten in 2 days.
Ashley's been sick. I
Ashley's
didn't.
been deathly ill.
I didn't tell him you'd
Daddy,
been
when
sick.
it comes, will you come get it?
Hopefully they can get in near us.
They will. They're very determined people.
So after 2.5 hours, our heat is back on, thank the Lord. Very, very grateful for those people that do that job. And so Kevin has gone out front and he is going to get the snow off the cars, and he'll get it off the driveway as well, because I'm sure he'll have to go to work and Ashley will have to go to school tomorrow. So this is what Ashley ordered. She ordered a pepperoni pizza and cheese sticks and
Garlic knots.
I'm
so excited.
So Ashley's been sick. I should say that. Ashley went to the doctor yesterday and she's been really sick, and so she has not been able to eat. So she's starving basically. Well, as you can see, I'm in the car and it is cold, and I will turn down Bon Jovi. Shot through the heart. You give love a bad name. So it is cold, and I've been in the house 4 days, but it's warmed up just a little bit. I think it's like 20 something. I should have looked at my phone before I started talking about this. It's supposed to get like to 30 degrees. I mean, that's like the high today is 30 degrees. So it's 26 right now. So now's a good time for us to go in and get the stuff, and maybe when we come out it'll be 30 degrees. That'll be nice. The other day when the electricity went off in the house, it was so cold that I put my coat on and I put my gloves on. I was wearing my gloves inside the house. That's how fast it was just so cold. It was absolutely ridiculous. And Ashley, we mentioned that she had been sick, she, we thought she thought she had strep throat. I thought she might have strep throat too, but it turns out that she has a staph infection. So she's still taking the same medicine that she was taking for strep throat, but hopefully it'll clear up the staph infection, and if not, she needs to call again and get more medicine. I don't think that would be any problem at all. So she's still feeling pretty bad, but I don't think she's feeling near as bad as she was feeling the first few days. I mean, it was really bad the first few days. So let me tell you what stupid thing I did this morning. I have been riding this bike for months and months and months. We've had this bike, and I put my Fitbit on my ankle because it doesn't count. It needs to count, your Fitbit needs to count your steps. So going around the bike, pedaling, your arms aren't doing anything. You're not getting any steps on your Fitbit. So I'm pedaling on my bike. I looked at my Fitbit several times on my wrist to see, haven't gone that many steps. It seems like I should have gone more by now. So, Kevin's get back in the car. We were getting gas. So I looked at it several times, and I'm thinking, gosh, normally I have more steps by now, but whatever. Got off the bike, did my whole hour-long thing this morning, and I realized, stupid, it's on your arm. So normally I would have my steps by now, and I don't because it was not on my ankle. How much did you get?
$31.70.
$31.70. Okay, you can go on. So we're gonna go to Kroger, and it's right across the street from where we are right now. We're at Speedway. But I wanted to tell you all too, if you listened to me talk about the amazing race last week and Jess and Cody and how they had a video on YouTube about like behind the scenes amazing race stuff, and I went on and on about how neat I thought that was.
I hope they kept it up.
Yeah, I hope that they would keep it up every week. I swear, is that going to be a place up front? I bet it's not. I bet you can pull right in there. Anyway, they took the video down. It is handicapped. It's handicapped. No, it was right there and it's handicapped.
I could have parked back there.
Oh, well, you can go around. Anyway, they took the video down, and I enjoyed the video so much because apparently they told more than they were supposed to tell. Maybe they gave away secrets they weren't supposed to give away. No, that's handicapped too. Maybe they gave away secrets that they weren't supposed to give away, so they had to take the video down. But I loved it. I wish they could have kept it up. You know, Amazing Race should let them do a behind the scenes type videos because they're just so interesting. They really are. So anyway, their other videos, I don't find them that interesting so far. So I don't plan on watching any more of them until maybe they will after the race is over. Maybe they'll be able to talk about it then. So we're at Kroger. We're gonna go in. We're completely out of water. I mean, like completely out of water. So that's what we're gonna get.
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
This city is under my protection.
Wasn't that a rock thing?
Voice changer activated.
Kevin found this really cool Batman mask in Walmart. He said, I am
Voice
Batman.
changer activated.
Yeah, so you can talk into it, but I can't talk to it. I'm not can't close enough.
Because you have to put it on.
Activate tactical scan.
That's cool
It
though.
is cool.
Voice changer activated.
I can hear where you're trying to. So those are $30.
Kevin would love that.
He would love it. He would have that
He'd
on
wear
his
it all the
head all the time. Yeah, talking to my helmet.
Ooh, Black Panther mask.
You can't talk into that one though.
No.
It lights up.
Take that, and then you got the.
Oh, you have like the hand.
Yeah.
The hand in the mask. And they have a claw. Look, they have a claw.
That's what I was talking about, the hand and the claw. Yeah, that's.
One's in a box though, and one's not.
I think that this is just to wear it. Like it's just that.
yeah.
I think this is like a full-on glove.
That's an experience.
Yeah.
So we're looking in the toys to see if they had any men on sale.
Maybe they already did.
But they don't have any on sale, because usually if we find them on sale, even if they don't like go with a set or something, we'll just get him a man here or there if they're on sale. Oh, those are cool. Those are new, aren't they?
Yeah, those are.
Yeah.
I'm never buying Minecraft stuff. We've got enough Minecraft stuff.
But we haven't seen any men on sale, even though these aren't bad prices or anything. We were looking to see if they had any sales. And we bought all these mini figures. I think we got him every one of those that they had at the time. What are you laughing about?
Watch the face, you ready?
Yeah. Those are cute. Do they all do that? They all do that. He doesn't turn.
Yeah, he turns. It's just a
Look.
matter of
Oh, okay.
getting it to turn.
There's some. Oh, yeah. Captain America.
It's hard to get them to.
Probably because it's in the package, maybe.
No. Some more better than others.
Oh, Spider-Man. His eyes. Yeah, his eyes changed. And there's one more.
It's a Captain America.
Oh, maybe you can get him to work.
There
Oh, there we go. I like the him when
I like him and I like her.
Yeah.
Because she went.
Yeah. These aren't a bad price. These are only $7.86, but we've already bought all those for him because we bought them on sale one time.
Look at the arcade games.
Centipede, Asteroids, Frogger, Batman.
TV, then
Right.
who wants to play in that?
Right. Somebody asked me where we found that fidget cube that we bought for Christina.
In this area.
Yeah, it was like, well, we're in the boys. Was it necessarily in, I think it was down one of these. I think it was the other one.
This is bikes and stuff.
Over on this side?
It's all bikes.
Oh. Well, it was down one of these aisles where the little things are like that.
Yeah.
Is where we found it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is awesome. That is awesome.
It's got white wheels. You just can't see.
I would ride in that down the street. I would. That is so awesome. Look, they have a carriage. They have a carriage up there.
$400.
$400?
And the funny thing is, you once you get a certain age, you can't ride them.
I know. Yeah.
That's about what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, they don't last very long.
That's just like spending a lot of money for wagons. They work really good when they're 2 or 3.
Right. I'm thinking this was the section where we found the fidget cube. Like this little stuff like this. I'm pretty sure that's where we found it.
See this just the other day.
Oh.
It was literally just the other day.
We've been in Meijer. We've been in Target. We really haven't been in many more places than that. Look at these. Cupcake surprise. And it says it transforms into a doll. Never seen that before.
Poopies.
Ew. What do you play with it? Play with it in the toilet? I don't think that's teaching your kids a good lesson. Yeah.
Toilet paper. I don't know what
That's an outhouse.
Oh, it is an outhouse.
That is, I thought it was a refrigerator. It's an outhouse.
Yeah, there's all kinds of them.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm not buying my kid
That's a
that.
little weird.
Nope, not buying it.
Well, we've been watching The Amazing Race again. Nothing much really happened. I mean, they ran around Morocco.
Morocco, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was pretty cool. It seems
Yes.
to be a really neat looking city. It's very crowded, but it
Yes.
seems to be pretty neat.
And very confusing.
And the basketball players almost got eliminated, but it was non-elimination leg, so they got to keep on. So.
Yes, which we're glad because we like
I
them.
like them.
But the Geek Squad, is that what they're calling them? I don't know what they're
The
calling them.
brains, the Harvard people. So.
Okay, sorry. I
don't know what they're
maybe
called.
that was what I was calling them.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
I like them the best though, and
I
they
like
came
them
in
too.
first place,
Yeah.
so I was very, very
I like them
happy. So now we want to talk about Big Brother UK. So do you still feel the same way about everybody? Because I have specific people. Like I wanted to tell you, I've been meaning to tell you all this for weeks. Amanda Berry She is like the British Betty Davis. She literally, especially when she first came into the house and she was kind of sick, so she kind of had like something going on with her throat. She sounded like Betty Davis, but even though her throat, her cold has cleared up, she still acts like Betty Davis.
I think she'll sound somewhat like her. And then she'll put her hair up in like a ponytail on top of her head, and she looks just like her and like Baby Jane.
Like, yeah. So a lot of you all are too young, I'm sure, to know about Betty Davis. But if you've ever seen the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Amanda Berry, I mean, I love her. I think she's brilliant, but she reminds me of Betty Davis.
Yeah.
I have changed my mind. You know, when people first go into the house, you don't know them, and we especially don't know them because these are people primarily in the United Kingdom. So we're just making snap decisions at the beginning, but then when they're in the house over time, you learn their true character. Their true character comes out. And I have learned that I do not care for Andrew Brady at all. I just don't care for him. I think he's
very immature and crude.
He's a very good looking guy. I mean, in my opinion, he could be a model. I think he's that good looking. He could like model clothes for M&S or something. Or Marks and Spencer, however you want to say it. But his actions and the way that the things that he says is just so immature.
He acts like a college frat boy is what he acts like.
That's what he acts like, yeah.
And they have those over here too. So
yeah.
So we know those kind of people. But yeah, I agree with you. He's to be 27, he's very immature, I think. And he's very, well, they would say he's very laddish. He's definitely hangs around with the boys.
Yeah.
And they drink and act silly and I don't know. He definitely has his opinion about stuff.
So I don't care for him, and
I don't mind him. I take him with a grain of salt, knowing that he's just immature and acts stupid.
He's immature, okay, but I don't want him to win the game.
No, I don't want him winning.
And I wouldn't be sad if he left.
Yeah.
Because he's so immature.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I can't stand him. Maybe that's too strong. But I wouldn't mind if he left tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not going to have the popular opinion when I tell you how I feel about the next person. Anne, I really like Anne. I still like Anne. Can she be grumpy sometimes? Yes. Can she go overboard sometimes? Absolutely, she can go overboard.
And some of her opinions are very contrary to modern day popular opinion.
But most of her opinions,
some things she says she has very good arguments for.
Yeah, most of her opinions are fine. I mean, she has no problems with a lot of things that are going on today. She has no problems with it. But for Andrew had a conversation with some of the other guys, and he was talking about, now you have to remember, we're filming this on Thursday, so we won't see who gets evicted on Friday. By the time you see this video, we'll know who has gotten evicted and everything. So we haven't seen Thursday night's Big Brother. But Andrew was having a conversation with the guys about how that he feels like everybody in the house is holding back when Anne's around, and they want to say something, but they'll look around to see if Anne's in the room before they say it. My opinion on that is, if you're having to look around to see if Anne's around, then you probably shouldn't be saying it. I told Kevin, it's almost like one of these that, like, I hate to say it this way because I'm sure it's going to offend somebody, but it's like, what would Jesus do? It's like they're looking at her like Jesus, like, well, we can't say that with Anne in the room. Well, if you can't say it with Anne in the room, then you shouldn't be saying it at all.
I think about it as would you do it in front of your grandmother? Right.
And if the girls are uncomfortable wearing their certain clothes around her, well, then should you be wearing it to begin with? Then that's saying that deep inside you know it's wrong. You know that what you want to say is wrong, or you know that those clothes really aren't appropriate, or at least
you feel self-conscious about it.
Yeah, you feel so, right, or you wouldn't be worried about Anne being in the room. So that's how I feel about that, I'm sure.
Now, there's one, she does kind of, like, she came out and said they won't turn off the lights until all the women are in the bedroom.
Right.
And so she It was
Ashley.
Ashley literally came in and got in bed just because she said that. Now I do think that attitude is influencing the house. If Ashley wanted to stay up, which she may not have, but if she'd wanted to stay up, she should have just stayed up and said, "Sorry, Ann, you're just gonna have to go to sleep with the lights on."
She's an adult. Ashley's an adult.
Right, so they can make those decisions. So it's not like
if they want to cuss, they can cuss. If they want to wear their low-cut clothes that show everything, then they can wear stuff like that. But for me, my thought is just that if you're feeling like you shouldn't say it, then you know deep down you shouldn't be saying it. If you're worried about is Ann in the room or is Ann not in the room to hear it, then it's probably something you shouldn't be talking about to begin with.
In some cases.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just, well, when they drop an F-bomb or something like that, well, you don't have to say that.
Yeah.
You know, you can if you want to, but you don't have to.
Well, that one guy says, every time I cuss in front of her, I said, "Sorry, Ann."
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, and you...
I think it's just trying to be respectful in some cases.
I think that, I think you need to be respectful. I think Andrew is, he's saying that, he said for the demographic that watches the show, she's stifling it, basically. Right, and I don't think that's...
Well, she probably is stifling it.
She is stifling it.
But not necessarily for the...
But I don't think it's a bad thing.
Right.
I don't think it's a bad thing. If they don't want to, you know, say F 20 times during the show, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I think there's been less cussing in this show than I've ever seen.
Yes, there has. And it really surprised me when they said that Malika, because I love Malika.
Yeah, I like her too. She seems very smart, very quick. Very witty.
I love the way she speaks.
Yeah.
She is an all-around great girl. But somebody said, Malika said that she normally cusses all the time. Apparently, we would have never known that. I would have never known that she cusses all the time, because on this show, she doesn't cuss at all. Now, to me, that's just saying you don't have to say it. You know, you don't have to. Well, I mean, why say stuff if you don't have to? So I don't know that we would like her as much if we saw her on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which we don't watch, and I won't. But if we saw her on there, we might not like her near as much, because she seems like she'd be a totally different person. But now there are a bunch of them up for eviction. I'm hoping Andrew will go home, and I know he's not going to go home. It will probably be Ann, or is John up?
Yeah.
John might go home because...
No, I don't know if he's up. I know Daniel's up.
There's somebody that's just a really normal, run-of-the-mill guy, and it's like he might go home just because he's just run-of-the-mill, and he's not causing enough drama.
There's a couple of those in here. I think Shane L., the guy that was in Boyzone.
Oh, I like him.
I do too, but he's very, very quiet. He really doesn't get involved in anything. Really doesn't say a whole lot. Maggie's been really quiet, kind of under the radar. Quiet.
Wayne is hilarious. I think he's very funny.
He's very
I
funny.
like him.
Really, most of the other ones.
We're looking
at Jess. I haven't heard as much out of her as I thought we would. I thought she was gonna kind of be the wild party girl in the house, but she hasn't been at all.
No.
Everybody else has been pretty.
Relationship.
Everybody seems to get along pretty well
between Genuine and Ashley. They stayed apart for like a day. But in the house, I'm sure that seems like forever when you're in the house. But now they're back to flirting with each other, so who knows what's going to happen with that.
Oh, they keep getting closer and closer. Because she was putting her hand under his shirt and stuff.
She was rubbing his stomach.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen. But
I don't dislike really anybody that just like drives me nuts. I don't really have anybody that absolutely drives me nuts. I know you say Andrew drives me nuts only because he's so immature. That's the only thing.
He's so immature, and I think he's immature. I think he's disrespectful. I won't say what he did on here, but if you watch the show, you know what he did on the window. That's all I'll say. And I think that was the most repulsive, disgusting.
He got nominated for eviction because of it.
Yeah, repulsive and disgusting. And so yes, I'm disgusted with Andrew, and Andrew could go. Andrew could definitely go. Everybody else right now, I'm completely fine with.
Glad India went home.
Glad, yeah. Don't miss her at all. So that is our Big Brother update. That is going to be the end of the vlog for the week. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope next week there's no drama with the pipes or electricity. Because yeah, I hope that it stays warmer in here.
It's supposed to be in the 40s all week, so.
Yes, so we're hoping that it's gonna stay nice and that maybe we can enjoy the kitchen a little bit.
Yeah, it's 40 degrees in there right now.
I hope that next week Ashley's feeling better, because I told everybody, you know, that she had a staph infection. So hopefully she'll feel better from that. So anyway, I hope you all have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon.